everyone, this is Tanya Darling. Hope you guys are doing great. In this channel, I would be teaching CBSE Class 10 Maths NCERT Syllabus and my sister Tina Lopez would be teaching CBSE Class 8 Maths NCERT Syllabus. Alright, now let's get into the video. Okay guys, now let's learn exercise 1.1 fourth question. Now let's read the question. So the question is, use Euclid's division lemma to show that the square of any positive integer is either of the form 3m or 3m plus 1 for some integer m. So this is the question. In this question, they had given a hint. Now let's read the hint. So the hint is, let x be any positive integer, then it is of the form 3q or 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2. Now square each of these and show that they can be rewritten in the form 3m or 3m plus 1. So this is the hint. So in this question we have to use Euclid's division lemma, and after that we have to take any positive integer, but it has to be in the form 3m or 3m plus 1. By using this hint, this question is gonna be really easy. First of all, we take a form that is 3q, 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2. After that, we have to square it. That means, for example, 1 square. 1 square means 1 into 1. Like that, we are going to be squaring each of these. After that, we are going to be rewrite it in the form 3m or 3m plus 1, where we get a value for m. So, we are going to be taking the values and we are going to be solving it. Okay, now let's get into it. Okay guys, now we applied Euclid's division lemma. As per Euclid's division lemma, if a and b be positive integers, then a is equal to b into q plus r, where 0 is lesser to r and r is lesser to b. So we applied its formula. In this, we are taking a and b as a positive integer, and then we are going to be taking a as any positive integer and b is equal to 3. Why are we going to take b is equal to 3? That's because in the question they had already mentioned we have to take b is equal to 3. Let me show that. So in this you can see in b place they had written 3. Okay, this might be confusion because here it is 3m. Okay, for example, let's take the hint. In the hint, instead of b, they had written 3. That means we have to take, in b place, we have to take 3. And what about the remainder? Here the remainder is nothing, that is 0. And here it is 1, here it is 2. Why are we taking these hints? Why are we taking these numbers? That's because there are certain rules to follow. So when we go ahead by solving the answer, we can figure it out. Why did they take 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2? Okay, now let's solve it. So as I told you guys, let a be any positive integer, and what about b? And b is equal to 3. Why did we take 3? Because in the question they had already mentioned that we have to take, instead of b, we have to take 3. That's why we wrote 3. So we applied Euclid's division lemma's formula. So in that, wherever we find b, we have to write 3. So now let's see. A is equal to, here instead of b, I wrote 3 into q plus r, where 0 is lesser to r and r is lesser to 3. So here you guys can see a rule or something different. Here the remainder has to be smaller compared to 3. That means we can take 0, 1 and 2. We can't take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, etc. Why can't we take those numbers? Because those all are greater numbers compared to 3. But these numbers are smaller numbers compared to 3. Suppose if you take, instead of remainder here, we shall write 0. Then okay, it's correct. 0 is smaller to 3. Suppose if we write 1, 1 is smaller to 3. Of course it's correct. Then if we write 2, okay, correct. Why? Because 2 is smallest compared to 3. But in case if you write 3, then it is wrong. We can't write 3 smaller to 3. It doesn't make any sense. So we can't write 3 is smaller to 3. We can write 3 is equal to 3. But in this Euclid's division lemma, this is the permanent formula. We have to write this one, that is the smallest number, for example, or is smallest to 3. Am I right? That means 3 is the greatest. Here the 3 is greatest and or has to be smallest. Like that, the rule in this Euclid's division lemma is like this. That's why we can't change it to is equal to our smallest or greatest number or sign. Okay, so this is a sign to mention smallest as well as greatest. So here if we take or remainder as 0, 1 and 2, then we can solve this problem. We can't take 3, we can't take 4, 5 and 6. Okay, now let's solve it. First of all, let me write if or is equal to 0. If or is equal to 0, then A is equal to, here in B place I am writing 3 into Q plus, in OR place we should write 0, that means 0. Okay, that means A is equal to 3 into Q plus 0. Then A is equal to 3Q. Okay, why did we write A is equal to 3Q? That's because 3Q plus 0 is 3Q. That's why we wrote A is equal to 3Q. By using this form, we are going to be squaring it. Why are we going to be squaring it? Because in the question, they had mentioned that if we get a form, we have to square it. Let me show that. So in the hint you guys can see, first we got 3Q, right? 3Q, we got this form. Then after that, now square each of these. That means we have to square it. Okay guys, now we wrote A is equal to 3Q. Am I right? Now let's square it. So, squaring on both sides. After writing squaring on both sides, we shall write this form. That is A is equal to 3Q. So, we wrote squaring on both sides. Then squaring means 2. Am I right? In exponent, we say 2 a square. For example, if it is like this, we say it 1 square. If it is like this, then we say 2 square. Like that, we are going to be putting this 2 in the top of these. We have to make it in the exponent form. Okay, so we shall write square here. That means it is A square, and we shall write bracket here on square. So it is 3Q the whole square. Okay, this 2 belongs to Q as well as 3. That is the meaning of it. Now let's simplify it. So A square is equal to, so here this 2 belongs to 3 as well as Q. Am I right? So what we are going to do is, so 3 into 3 is 9, and Q into Q, it is Q square. Why did we write 3 into 3? Because this 2 belongs to 3 as well as Q. That means 3 square and Q square. So we did, if it is 3 square, then 3 into 3. So we got the answer 9. Then Q square means Q into Q. Of course it is Q square. So we shall write 9Q square. 9Q square. Okay. Now let's split it. So A square is equal to, we shall write 3 outside and bracket 3 inside, and we shall write this Q square as it is. Somewhat difficult, right? It is hard to understand because, so we split 9 into 3 into 3. So 3 into 3 is 9. Of course, it is in the 3 table. So we wrote 3 into 3 is 9. So instead of writing it 9Q square, we just splitted it. That is 3 into 3. So this bracket means into. Okay, that is in the multiplication form. Remember this. So 3 into 3 is 9. But what about this Q square? So we wrote the Q square as it is. So now let's write A square is equal to 3m. Why did we write 3m? Because here we wrote 3 as it is, and instead of writing 3Q square, I wrote m. Why did we write it? Because in the hint, they had mentioned that we have to write, first if we are getting 3Q, we got the form 3Q, and then we have to rewrite it as 3m or 3m plus 1. Now let's see that. So in this you guys can see, so after getting this form, that is 3Q, we squared it, and after that show that they can be rewritten in the form 3m or 3m plus 1. So we have to prove it. Am I right? So what we did is we wrote 3m. That means we took 3 as it is, and after that, instead of writing 3q square, I wrote m. Now let me show that. So here you can see I wrote the 3 as it is. Instead of writing 3q square, I wrote it m because we have to prove it. Am I right? That's why I wrote m. So here we are going to be mentioning where m is equal to 3q square. So in this we took 3 as it is. Then after that, what about 3q square? We took it as m variable. So we have to say them, right? We have to prove that that we took m is equal to 3q square. They should know, right? That's why I wrote where m is equal to 3q square. I hope you understood this because this is somewhat tricky and we have to understand it. You should watch the video again and again to understand this sum. Okay, why? Because this is somewhat big, but it is easy to understand. Okay guys, now let's write if r is equal to 1, then a is equal to, instead of b I wrote 3 into q plus 1. Here in r place I wrote 1. Okay, now let's square it. Squaring on both sides. Now let's write this form, that is a is equal to 3q plus 1. Okay, as we are going to be squaring it, let's write square. So it is a square and 3q plus 1 the whole square. Okay, this reminds me of a formula. So in the lower classes, we had already studied that a plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. So that is exactly similar to this form. So we are going to be applying it. Okay, now let's write the formula. So the formula is a plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay, so this is the formula. Because here a plus b the whole square is similar to 3q plus 1 the whole square. So in this formula we are going to be taking a is equal to 3q. This is for your understanding. I am writing this. This is not an answer. Okay, so instead of b I am going to be taking 1. Why am I taking a instead of a? I am going to be taking 3q. Why am I taking it? That's because here in a place it is 3q. We should compare this both. That in a place it is 3q, so I am going to be taking 3q in a place, and in b place I am going to be taking 1. So in the b place we are going to be taking 1. In this whole formula, wherever you get a, you are supposed to write 3q. Wherever you get b, you have to write 1. By using this formula, we are going to be solving it. Okay. Okay, now let's write a square as it is. So we are going to be writing this a square as it is. A square is equal to, so here in this formula, instead of a square we are supposed to write 3q. Instead of a we are supposed to write 3q. So we shall write 3q and we shall write square. Why are we writing square? Because in the formula it is square. Plus in b place we shall write 1, because in this formula wherever you find b you have to write 1. So 1, it is square, let's write square, plus 2. 2 here also instead of a we should write 3q, and here instead of b we should write 1. Okay, so we wrote it. So now we are going to be simplifying it. So a square is equal to, so here it is 3q the whole square. That means this 2 belongs to 3 as well as q. So as you guys know, 3 into 3 it is 9, and q into q it is q square. So here this 2 belongs to 3, that means it is 3 square. 3 square means 3 into 3. 3 into 3 is 9. And the square belongs to q as well. That means it is q square. Q square means q into q. So q into q is q square. So let's write 9q square. Plus, so 1 square. 1 square means 1 into 1. So we shall write 1. Plus, here, so here it is somewhat tricky. Now I am going to be explaining it in brief, okay. So here this bracket mean into, okay. So in this 2 into 3 into q into 1. So first of all, let's write, instead of bracket I am going to be writing multiplication sign here for your understanding. So here it is like this. So first let's take this term. So that is 2 into 3q. So first of all, let's see. 3 2s are 6. We shall write 6 as it is. And here we have only 1q. So we shall write q as it is. So it is 6q. And then here 1 is left out. So 6q. So we got the answer here, that is 6q. Then 6q into 1. So 6q into 1. So what is the answer? 6q into 1 is 6q. So 1 6 are, of course it is 6. So we wrote 6 as it is, and q we are writing it like that. Why? Because we have only 1 q. So we shall write the answer is 6q. Okay. So 9q square plus 1 plus 6q. Okay, now what we are going to do is a square is equal to, first let's write 9q square as it is, plus 6q, we shall write it first. Why are we writing 6q plus? That's because first we should write the variables and then we can write the constant term afterwards, okay. Okay, first we wrote the variable terms and then we are writing the constant term, that is 1. Okay, now let's simplify it. So guys, we wrote the variable term at first, that is 9q square and plus 6q. We wrote the variable at first. After that we wrote constant term. Now I wrote a square as it is and we are going to be splitting this term. So for splitting it, first of all we have to find that 9 and 6 has to come under a table. So do you guys know that 9 and 6 comes under which table? So the 9 and 6 comes under 3 table, that is 3 into 3 is 9 and 2 3s are 6. Both are in one table, am I right? So we are going to be taking 3 table in this. So as you guys can see, 3 3s are 9 and 2 3s are 6. So I am going to be writing 3 outside and bracket means multiplication sign, that is into sign. So 3 into 3 is 9. So 3 3s are 9. And what about this q square? I am going to be writing q square. Why are we splitting it? Because after getting the form, that is 3q or 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2, we have to square it. After squaring it, we have to rewrite it in the form 3m or 3m plus 1. It is in the hint. You guys can read that hint properly, okay? So we have to rewrite this. So for rewriting it, we have to split it. Then only we can find it, okay? So I wrote, instead of 9, I wrote 3 into 3. So that is 3 into 3 is 9. So instead of writing it in the full form, I wrote it 3 into 3. So q square as it is, and we shall write the plus as it is. And instead of writing 6, I am going to be writing 2. Why? 3 2s are 6. So let us write 2 here. So it is 3 2s are 6. And what about q? Let's write the q as it is. So now it is 3 into 3 is 9. That means q square and 9q square plus 3 2s are 6q. Okay. Then plus 1 as it is. Plus 1 as it is. Okay. I hope you understood what I am trying to say. Okay. Now let's write a square as it is. A square is equal to, I am writing the 3 as it is. Here I am going to be taking whatever the values inside the bracket, I am going to be taking it as m. m and plus 1 as it is. So I am going to be mentioning where m is equal to, what is the value of m? So the value of m is 3q square plus 2q. So 3q square plus 2q. So this is the value of m. Now let's take if r is equal to 2. So we proved that if r is equal to 0, if r is equal to 1, we proved, right? We proved it by rewriting it. So now we are going to be proving it by taking if r is equal to 2. So now let's take if r is equal to 2. Then let's write a is equal to, in b place I wrote 3 into q plus in r place I am going to be writing 2. Because the r value here it is 2. So I wrote 2. Now let's square it, okay? So after writing it, we have to square it, okay? Remember this. So we are doing the same step, but it is the numbers are kind of different, okay? So now let's square it. So I am writing squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides. Now I am writing this form, that is a is equal to 3q plus 2. So as we are going to be squaring it, I am going to put square. So it is a square and here it is 3q plus 2 the whole square. Okay. This also, it is similar to a formula. So the same formula. Can you guys remember the formula? So the formula is a plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. So this is the formula. Okay, we are going to be using this formula. Okay, please memorize this formula because this is very important. Okay, by using this formula, we are going to be solving it. So guys, so in this formula, we are going to be taking the a value as 3q, because here in the a place it is 3q, and in b value I am going to be taking 2 because the b value is 2. So you guys might have a doubt, why are we taking these values and how did we take this formula? That's because this formula, that is this one, that is 3q plus 2 the whole square is exactly similar to a plus b the whole square. That's why we took this formula. So in this formula, this form and this form is exactly similar. So in the a place it is 3q, so I wrote 3q. So in the b place I wrote 2 because the b value here it is 2. Okay guys, so as you guys know, a plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. So in this I am going to be taking a is equal to 3q and b is equal to 2. Why am I taking it? Because a plus b the whole square is exactly similar to 3q plus 2 the whole square. So this and this form is exactly similar. So here in the a place it is 3q and here in the b place it is 2. That's why in a place we took 3q and in b place we took 2. Okay. In this formula, wherever you see a, it is 3q. And in this formula, wherever you see b, it is 2. Okay. Remember this. So now let's apply this formula and let's solve it. First let's write this a square as it is. So a square is equal to, so here it is a square. So now let's apply the formula instead of writing this. Okay. So let's apply it. So here instead of a we should write 3q. So we shall write 3q and here it is square, so we shall write square. So it is whole square plus instead of b we should write 2. So we shall write 2 and here it is square. So we shall write square plus 2. We shall write this 2 as it is, that is in the formula, and a. Here it is 2 into a into b. Okay. That means in a place we shall take 3q because in this whole formula we are supposed to take, instead of a and b we are supposed to take a as 3q and b is equal to 2. So here B, instead of B, we are going to be writing 2 because the B value is 2. Why am I writing into? That's because, why am I writing bracket? Because bracket means it is in the multiplication form. Instead of writing into symbol, that is the multiplication symbol in algebra, exponents and all, we write it in the bracket form. Okay, that's why I put bracket here, because here it is 2 into A into B. Okay, remember that. Now let's solve it. Now let's write the A square as it is equal to, it is 3Q the whole square. Do you guys know how to simplify it? If you guys don't know, please watch out. Okay, now I am going to be simplifying it. So this 2 belongs to 3 as well as Q. Am I right? That means it is 3 square and Q square. So I am going to be writing 3 square means 3 into 3. So 3 3s are, it is 9, and Q square means Q into Q. So Q into Q means it is Q square. So it is 9Q square. Okay, now let's write 9Q square. When we simplify it, it is 9Q square. So remember that if it is 3Q the whole square means this 2 belongs to 3 as well as Q. Then plus 2 square. 2 square means 2 into 2. So 2 into 2 is 4. So we shall write 4. Plus here it is 2 into 3Q into 2. Somewhat difficult, am I right? Okay, no worries. So here it is. First let's solve this. Okay, don't bother about this 2. First you bother about 3 into 3Q. 2 into 3Q. Okay, 2 into 3Q. I am writing it as it is. That is 2 into 3Q. Here, why did I write multiplication symbol? That's because for your understanding. So here whatever I am writing on, that I am writing it for your understanding. Here also in pencil I have written A is equal to 3Q and B is equal to 2. Why did I write this? For your understanding. Okay, so don't take this as an answer. Okay, don't do it. And whatever I am writing in pencil, no, that one I am writing it in the pencil. That's because to understand. Okay, to understand you guys, to make you understand that whatever these things are, that if it is in the exponent form we have to do into like that and all, to make you understand. Now I am writing it in the pencil. Please don't write those. Okay, you can do it in the rough work. So here 3 2s are, it is 6, and here it is we have only one Q. That means we should write Q. Okay, if it is 2Q means here one Q, here one Q means it is 6Q square. Okay, here we have only one Q, so 3 2s are 6 and Q as it is. And then now let's write, we got the answer 6Q. Let's write it here. So we got 6Q. So after doing this form here, we got 6Q. Then here the answer is 6Q, then 6Q into 2. 6Q into 2. Instead of writing bracket, I am writing into here. That's because for your understanding. Okay. So I wrote 2, that means 6 2s are, it is 12, and Q, only one Q is there, so we shall write 1Q. So the answer is 12Q. So now let's write 12Q. Okay, now it is 9Q square plus 4 plus 12Q. Now what are we supposed to do? Now let's write it as it is. A square is equal to 9Q square plus, instead of writing 4, we are going to be writing 12Q. Why are we writing 12Q? That's because we are supposed to write the variable form at first, and after that only we are supposed to write coefficient or constant term. Okay, so now let's write 12Q plus 4. So you guys might ask, what is constant term? Constant term means number which doesn't have a variable. So variable means alphabets. Here if it is 12x means that is an variable. So why? Because x is an alphabet. Okay. So constant means numbers, only one number which doesn't have a variable. Okay. So first we should write the variable terms and then we should write the constant terms. Now let's write a square is equal to 9q square plus 12q. So here instead of writing 4, I am going to be splitting it. So as you guys know, 3 plus 1. So 3 plus 1 is 4. So what I am going to do is, I'm going to write 3 plus 1 right over here. Why am I writing this? That's because after doing this, we just split it, right? So here you guys might have a doubt. So the doubt is, we wrote 3 plus 1. Why did we write 3 plus 1 instead of writing 4? That's because after doing this, we split the numbers. So in the previous step also, we did split the numbers. For splitting that now, we find a table. So if for example, this 9 and 12, they both come under a table, particular table. For example, we can say 3 table, yeah. So 3 3s are 9 and 4 3s are 12. But 4 doesn't come under a table, it comes under 2 table. But this 9 doesn't come under 2 table. That's why. First let me just do it, then you guys can understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm writing a square as it is. And instead of writing 9q square, I'm going to be splitting it. For splitting it, we are going to be finding a table. So this 9 and 12 comes under a table. So the table is 3 3s are it is 9 and 4 3s are it is 12. So both are coming under a table, that is the 3 table. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to write 3 outside and bracket. Bracket means into 3. So 3 3s are 9. What about q square? So I'm writing q square as it is. Plus, here instead of writing 12, we have to split it. So already I wrote the 3 outside, that means 3 4s are it is 12. So let me write 4. So 4 3s are 12. And what about q? I am writing q as it is, q. And plus, instead of writing 3 also comes under a table, that is 3 table. So 3 1s are 3. So I am writing 1 here, okay. So it is 3 1s are 3, bracket close, and we shall write this plus 1 as it is, okay. So as you guys can see, that 3 3s are 9, q square as it is, and 3 4s are 12 as it is, and q as it is, plus, why did we write 1 here? Because 1 3 is 3, okay. So like that we wrote, then plus 1 as it is. Now what we are going to do is, a square is equal to 3. Instead of writing 3q square plus 4q plus 1, I am going to be writing m, because we have to rewrite it. In the hint, you guys can see in the last line, they told us that after getting 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2, after getting those forms, we have to rewrite it. So we are supposed to rewrite it like 3m or 3m plus 1. So here we are writing it like that. So we got 3q plus 2 the whole square, am I right? After that, we have to rewrite it. For rewriting it, we have to take m. So we wrote 3 as it is, and instead of writing 3q square plus 4q plus 1, I wrote 1, and this plus 1 as it is. This plus 1, okay. And then we are mentioning that where m is equal to, what is m? So m is 3q square plus 4q plus 1, okay. So this is the answer. Now what we are going to be writing is, we proved it, right? So we are going to be writing the square of any positive integer is of the form 3m or 3m plus 1. Okay, now let's write that. So the final answer is, the square of any positive integer is of the form 3m or 3m plus 1, hence we proved it, okay. So finally we solved this problem. So this problem, it was somewhat tricky and collapsing, but yet we solved it. So if you guys have some doubt, you can comment me in the comment section, and you guys watch this video again and again so that you guys can understand this, okay. So when we watch this problem again and again, and when we do it, when we practice it again and again only, we get that problem, how it is, and we get an understanding in that problem, okay. Please do watch this video again so that you guys can understand it much more better. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like this video and help your friends by sharing this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have any doubt, you can comment me in the comment section. See you in the next video. Bye.